Welcome back to MFO, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Today is our practice recap for Smith Lake. And as you can see, it's kind of a foggy day, starting practice day number 3. So I figured I'd take this opportunity before I go running here and hopefully let some of this fog burn out to give you my practice recap after 2 days of practice. We're just starting practice day number 3, so I'll tell you what I found and what I plan to be doing when we come back. Welcome back to Mark Fisher Outdoors, everybody. I'm Mark Fisher. So yeah, I'm at Smith Lake. I've had 2 days of practice. This is the 3rd day of practice, and we're just kind of letting this fog hopefully burn out just a little bit before we go running around here. But let me tell you a little bit about what's been going on, what I plan on doing. I have found a very distinct pattern, actually several of them, and you know, it's mid-April, warmer temperatures, although we did have a little bit of a cold front, full moon coming. The spotted bass for sure are bedding. I mean, almost every fish you catch is either peeing or red eyes or whatever, and there's a pretty distinct pattern to where they are. Shaky heads are dominant on Smith Lake, and I've been doing that. I've got some specifics that I'm doing that I'll share with you in the tournament recap. But my biggest concern is finding the right size spotted bass. You know, I'm trying to look at this from a situation of needing somewhere around 14, 15 pounds, knowing that if I had 2 days a solid 13 pounds, I'd probably cash a check, but really would like to have day 1 be a more solid day in the 14 or 15 pound range. I've found some areas that have some better spotted bass, and so, you know, I'm really going to look at trying to go to those first. There was a strategy of, do I use forward facing on day 1 when it's allowed in these tournaments and save that stuff? I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that, or don't know that I'm going to do. I can go catch a limit, you know, using forward facing, but I don't know that the quality, I have yet to find a place where the quality is guaranteed to be good. I've found some stretches where every fish that I caught in that stretch was in that 2.5 to 3 pound range spotted bass, and so I'd rather go there specifically and target those fish, hoping to get 14 or 15 pounds, you know, in those areas, as opposed to floating around doing the spotlighting thing and, you know, potentially getting 10 pounds or something like that. So I'm gonna go do that first. That's my plan right now. Hopefully get that, and then today, if this fog ever burns out, I'm going to go run some largemouth stuff where I could potentially spend the second half of the day, you know, trying to hunt up a good-sized largemouth as a kicker fish. So that's my plan right now. You know, I'm a little concerned in that I did stick fish during this practice. There was no way around it, in that you're catching so many fish, you got to know the size of it. I tried to lay off stuff when, you know, kind of going back and forth between, okay, I've got a bait that's got a hook on it, I've got a bait that doesn't have a hook on it. But I stuck a lot more fish than I was wanting to. And you know that that's something that I've been trying to get away from. But here I felt like, you know, I kind of had to do it. There's just so many little spotted bass. And this lake, by the way, guys, it's a weird situation. We can keep a 12-incher, which isn't going to do you any good. between 13 and 15, it's a slot limit, so you can't keep them. And then over 15, you can keep them. I went into this thing and shoot, if I can catch 5 fish that are over 15, it's going to be gravy. Well, these spotted bass are over 15 inches and they're barely 1.5 pounds. So nice long spotted bass, but they don't weigh anything. So you need those chunky spotted bass that are in the 3-pound range and you got to have all 5 of them be that way in order to cash a check. So guys, that's my tournament practice recap, and stick around next week and we will have the tournament recap and let you know how we did here at Smith Lake in Alabama. Take care, guys.